It's twilight time, when purple-colored curtains mark the end of day. I hear you, my dear, at twilight time. Deepening shadows gather splendor as day is done. Fingers of night will soon surrender the setting sun. I count the moments, darling, till I'm there with you. Together at last in twilight time. Here in the afterglow of day, we keep our rendezvous beneath the blue. Here in the same and sweet old way, I fall in love again as I did then. Deep in the dark, your kiss will thrill me like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me with dreams untold. Each day I pray the evening just to be with you, together at last at twilight time. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill, on Blueberry Hill, when I found you. The moon stood still on Blueberry Hill and lingered until my dream came true. The wind in the willow played love's sweet melody, but all of the vows we made were never to be. Though we're apart, you're part of me still, 'cause you were my thrill on Blueberry Hill, on Blueberry Hill, on Blueberry Hill.
Happy 50s night. Thank you, Michael Trotman, for opening our show and getting us all in the spirit. That's the, whenever I think of 50s, I think of, right? I think it was one of the first things I learned on the piano.
When I think of Blueberry Hill, I think of Happy Days, because that was, the Fonz kept saying, I found my thrill.
Oh, that was on Happy Days.
That's Happy Days,
true.
you know?
That's the first place that a lot of us really got used to the 50s.
50s, that's true.
Because Happy Days was in the 50s.
It was in the 50s,
place in the 50s, right. Anyway, welcome to our virtual piano bar night. If you're all any of you are joining us for the first time, welcome. This is where real people that you could know and meet, have coffee with, have a drink with, sing for you, and it's we have a lot of fun. And on Wednesday nights we have theme. Night, huh?
I'm having coffee right now.
And you're having coffee right now. And Wednesday, no, I'm not. I'm having a Tito's Martini. Cheers, everybody. I hope you're having a drink and relaxing, and I hope you enjoy the great music we have in store for you tonight. Oh, I guess I should drink it, right?
Yes, you should.
It's not just a prop. Anyway, Wednesday nights we do different themes. On Sunday nights, when we do the show at 8 o'clock, we do a variety of music. You can hear a little bit of everything. But well, thank you, Ron. Just got this jacket. Just came today.
This morning, like at 8 o'clock in the morning.
And first time. So on Wednesday nights, we do theme nights where we do something next week. We're doing Rat Pack, which is basically Dean, Frank, and Sammy pretty much. And we have a Halloween show. We have a Peggy Lee show coming up. We have a Jerry Herman with a little bit of everything. But tonight, we're doing all songs from the 50s. The 50s is a really interesting decade as I was working on the show. It's amazing how many songs that were big hits in the 50s were songs from the 30s and the 40s that were remade. Songs like I Only Have Eyes for You, Blue Moon, were all big hits in the 50s, but they were all older than that. Also, Frank Sinatra ruled the 50s. He had so many number one hits in the 50s. Like all his great songs, like I've Got You Under My Skin, and You Make Me Feel So Young, and a whole bunch more. I mean, that was considered pop music at that time.
It was also the golden age of Broadway, and so we didn't touch that. We didn't really.
Yeah, we didn't do any Broadway in the show. That's why, we didn't do. There's
so many.
Almost everything we did from the Rodgers and Hammerstein show not long ago would have been 50s also. That's a whole other thing. So we're trying to stick with the different facet of the music of the 50s. So actually, I think we should get started with a little music. So here to start us off tonight is a song made famous. Ready? I really did not remember this group. Phil Phillips and the Twilights. Right? There were a lot of groups with names like that. It was great era for the doo-wop groups and all that. But it was a song I knew when it became a hit later on from the group called the Honey Dippers. So please welcome Louisa Hagerty. Nice, Louisa. So can you imagine us filming that? Like dragging this spin piano down onto the boat and having her hang off the back?
It'd be the same piano that fell in the canal.
It was all fun. Yeah, it was all... Yeah, I know. I don't know if you remember that story about the piano I played on the mule barge that had actually fallen into the canal. And then they pulled it out, let it dry, and I played a wedding, and Meryl Streep was at the wedding. Well, anyway, but no, Louisa.
Great job.
Great job, Louisa. It's such a great song. I did not know that song before the Honey Drippers did it. It was a group that had Robert Plant, right, from Led Zeppelin. And I did not know that was a song for the 50s. But anyway, so the next thing we're going to do is one thing we like to do with these theme shows is now that we've had this show running for going on 6 months, is we like to do a little montage of some of the songs that you may have missed that were technically 50 songs, minus the Broadway ones tonight. But we have a little montage that Michael put together. So enjoy some of the singers from the last couple months doing songs from the 50s.
Love is a many slanted thing. It's the LP rose that only grows in the early spring. Love is nature's way of giving a reason to be living. The golden crown that makes a man a king.
You give your hand to me, and then you say hello. And I can hardly speak, my heart is beating so. And anyone can tell, you think you know me well, but you don't know me.
I go out walking after midnight under the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
So if you really love me, say yes. And if you don't, you confess. But please don't tell me. Perhaps.
Oh, the shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Maggie, babe, and he keeps it out of sight.
I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz.
Because of you, my life is now worthwhile, and I can smile because of you.
That was nice, Michael. Thank you for putting that
That
together.
was Lou Ravolo and not
That was
Angelina
Lou Ravolo,
Sophia.
Not Angela Sophia.
I mean, she does a great impression of Lou, but not like that.
That's what happens when you have one font that you just keep changing the titles from.
And I was in a
It's all
hurry
good.
to run out
It's
to
all
it.
good. I think we knew that it was Lou. So some of the performers that were in that, two of them are going to be on the show tonight. In fact, that leads us right to our next number. This is the couple I married on an early show back in May. But anyway, no. Please.
Well, you know, it looks like they're shacking up together. So,
I don't know. Something must
so
be
you
going
know,
on.
maybe you did something.
So please welcome Marie Trontel and Jay Walensky.
Dream, 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 dream.
charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue. In the night when I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I could make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. I could make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream.
Nice, you guys. That was Jay and Marie. Thank you both for doing that
Very
song.
nice.
I can never hear that song too many times either. It's great. Great song. Our next song is, we can't, the 50s was full of some amazing romantic songs. It was also the king of the late 50s was Johnny Mathis, another great, like right in 1957 alone, I think he had like 8 or 6 or 7, 8 major hits, including Chances Are, It's Not For Me to Say, Wonderful. I mean,
Oh,
it
we could have
goes
put
on.
that. Was that 50s? We could have put that in the thing. I forgot.
It was.
Yeah, we missed that. So
Anyway, so the next song is from the Johnny Mathis songbook, and here to sing it tonight, all the way from Oklahoma City, please welcome Leslie Perkins.
Hi everyone, it's Leslie from Oklahoma. I'm glad to be back again. I'm going to be performing one of my favorite songs, and I hope that you enjoy listening as much as I enjoy performing it. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand. I get misty holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play, or it may be the sound of your hello. That music I hear, I get misty whenever you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you on my own. see that you're leading me on? But it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. Ooh, on my own. Should I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. I'm too misty and too much in love.
Thank you, Leslie. I'm
great
so glad
job.
you picked that song.
Me too.
It's such a great song, right? Everybody loves that song.
You know, we had seen Johnny Mathis, I think it's 5 or 6 years ago now, down in Ocean Grove, New Jersey, and he was late 70s, closing on an 80.
Johnny Mathis was 78.
Yeah, he's
Right.
85 now. Yeah, so
So
78.
that was 7
yeah,
years
so
ago.
78. So, and he was just like, it was like putting the record on. It was, he hadn't skipped a beat in all those years. It was amazing.
He sings everything in the same key. He doesn't have a prompter in front of him. He hits every pitch right. And when he does Misty, if you remember from the original song, when at the end of the song, it goes back and there's an instrumental, and then he comes in from a super high C or something. And he came in hitting that note. And I was sitting next to Jane Oliver. She was my date for the show. Or I was her date. I think Shelley made
our
that
friend,
happen. Paired
yeah.
it up. And she grabbed my knee like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, he hit the note and everything.
It was amazing.
It was a really good show.
That's
And,
when you take care of your voice.
he was an athlete. So he was
Yeah.
apparently very disciplined his whole life. So, proof that, like Tony Bennett, I mean, he's still going strong at 95. And here's Johnny Mathis at 85.
And he's still singing. Well, up until COVID, Johnny Mathis was still doing
Johnny
dates.
Mathis was supposed to be in Asbury Park just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so.
anyway, well, he'll be back, and he'll probably be better than ever after he's had a nice rest.
That's right.
So, that was a good year, 1957. The music, and like I said, Johnny Mathis had endless hits. Well, another person full of hits at the late 50s into the early 60s was Bobby Darin, who was a huge, incredible performing artist, and it has apparently so many more recordings out than I ever knew that he had out. But Bobby Darin, I think he was just overshadowed by Sinatra, because Sinatra was just so, he was sort of at the top of the charts, and so everyone kind of had tough trying to get, stay on top there with Frank around. So anyway, here for the first time, so you've seen Valerie, and you're going to get to see Valerie in a little bit. Now we're going to have her husband, for the first time, Phil Capolongo.
Every night I hope and pray a dream lover will come my way. Girl to hold in my arms and feel the magic of her charm. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. Dream lover, where are you? With a love oh so true, and the hand that I can hold to feel you near as I grow old. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. Someday, I don't know how, I hope she'll hear my plea. Some way, I don't know how, she'll bring her love to me. Dream lover, until then, oh, I'd go to sleep and I'd dream again. That's the only thing to do till all my loving dreams come true. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. Please don't make me dream alone. Baby, don't make me dream alone. Please don't make me dream alone. I don't wanna dream alone. I beg you, don't make me dream alone.
Nice, Phil.
That was great.
Let's give Phil a big round of applause. His first time on the show.
I mean, you said about Bobby Darin. He had 31 albums. 31. It's 27 studio albums, 70 singles. Now, who does that?
But the funny thing is, Bobby Darin had all that. But whenever you talk Bobby Darin, everyone says Mac the Knife, and they say Dream Lover, and they just don't. I mean, you just forget how much Bobby Darin was.
The
very
volume,
prolific.
compared to I love Adele, but Adele's on 3 albums. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So Bobby Darin had a wealth of stuff out there. I love his stuff. What's funny about that song is whenever I have this crazy thing I do. Like these songs, like that song, Dream Lover. I mean, I've been playing that my whole life. But whenever I'm playing for somebody at something where everybody's, intensely listening, I make sure I have the music so that I have it perfect. I mean, I just make sure that, I got everything, because I always find some nuance in the actual music that I missed. And I was playing that song with one wrong chord my whole life, but I found it for Phil. The other funny thing about Phil that I think our singers will get a kick out of is Phil records at 7 a.m. Most singers you don't even talk to at 7 a.m. In fact, they're not even awake till noon. But 7 a.m. So Phil,
you and
I don't
Lisa
know what
Sherman.
you do, but it probably goes to bed at 6. That's probably what it is.
You and Lisa Sherman are the only other people I know that perform that early.
Lisa Sherman and I have done these shows bright and early. Anyway, thank you all for watching out there on YouTube and Facebook from all over. I see your faces and all. I appreciate you all joining in, and I love that you come in and watch us live, because I know you can watch, with stuff on the internet, you can watch it anytime, but it's so nice when you're live because I don't get to see people much. So just seeing all your faces out there really means a lot, and you write the nicest things, and it means a lot, trust me. So the other half, one of my oldest friends in the world of 43 years, it is actually 43 years, and this is a song that I had learned for her to do in a pageant probably 40 years ago. But anyway, we're revisiting it again. So please welcome Valerie Miles Capolongo.
Your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye. It's no secret you'll feel better if you cry when waking from a bad dream. Don't you sometimes think it's real? But it's only false emotions that you feel. If your heartache seems to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song, remember sunshine can be found behind that cloudy sky. So let your hair down remember sunshine can be found behind that cloudy sky. So let your hair down and go on and cry. So let your hair down and go on and cry.
Nice,
Oh,
Val.
that was great. You
It's-
said 40 years ago? She must have been like Little Miss Sunshine because
She was underage.
it's not possible. It was 40 years. I mean, that, wow.
My very first piano bar job, Valerie was at the piano often, and it was in 1977. Yep, and she was, I guess, 4 when she came in. She must have been. Anyway, Val, you sound great. It's so good to have you singing again. She wasn't singing for a long time, so this has been really good to get Val out and about and
Oh,
singing.
she's great.
And I've meant to do it tonight before that song. I meant to grab my fake book with that music in it that Johnny Ray signed when he was sitting at my piano bar in New Hope. Oh, it had to be 36 years ago or so. He was performing somewhere in the area, and him and his piano player stumbled, and I should mean say stumbled. They were staying, I think, at a hotel in New Hope, so they kind of stumbled into where I was playing. And Johnny Ray sang. I didn't play for Johnny Ray. I think that Johnny Ray's piano player, who was one of the funniest people I've ever seen play in my life, Johnny Ray played, and I mean his piano player played, and Johnny did a song. And his piano player had a cigarette in his mouth, and then it went to his fingers, and he played with the cigarette still in his hand. It never left.
Amazing.
And Johnny Ray was, sure he doesn't. Well, he's passed away now, but he wouldn't remember me anyway. He was pretty drunk.
There was a lot of stumbling in New Hope at that
back
time.
in the day.
Yeah, a lot of stumbling around.
Anyway, I have a special guest tonight. The newest member coming on board in a couple weeks with the Virtual Piano Bar Network. Somebody I have known forever, ever, and ever. I'm going to have him on tonight. So please welcome Mr. Michael Maxey.
Hey.
Hey, Mac.
Hi, Bob.
How's are things down there? You're in Atlantic City tonight, right? Or Brigantine?
Yes, Brigantine. Although whenever you say Atlantic City, the Brigantine people get all pissed. They get upset.
They don't like that.
No, they don't like people in Brigantine, which is just across the bridge from Harris, as you well know. They do not like to be called that they live in Atlantic City. I learned that early on.
That's where we used to go. That's where my aunt used to get a house. We were down there every year in Brigantine, not Atlantic City.
Yeah, Brigantine's nice,
it's
right?
lovely.
And so, Michael, I'd like to know a lot about you, but I mean, a lot of people here do know about you, but my friends that don't, they will know about you by the time we're done. I see Michael's an amazing musical director. He often, Surf Life Theater was another place you did their season a couple years down in Long Beach Island.
Yes. Yeah, I worked at Surflight as both a music director and I played Edna in Hairspray and twice there. So my dresses and my wigs are still in Surflight.
And Michael has traveled all over the United States doing shows, musical directing shows, and played in every, I think, piano bar in New York City.
Just like
I'm so glad you're joining us here. Michael also is a songwriter, a great songwriter and a great parody writer. Although I can't tell you on our show all the titles of his songs because they're
It's a family show.
that's for the midnight show, right?
Yes, I told Bob earlier, I work blue after midnight, so, you know.
The naughty shows. So I'm so glad you're going to be with us once a week with the Virtual Piano Bar Network starting in November. And what you going to do for us tonight? You want to sing one for us?
Yeah, we're going to do a little something. Are we, hello, there you are. Yeah, this was actually by request from Bob Egan. Ha. You're a brave man to take on themes every week. I really, I admire that. Because it's hard. It's difficult. Well, this is still one of everybody's favorite songs, I think. When you just give love never get love, you better let love depart. I know it's so, yet I know I can't get you out of my heart. You made me leave my happy home. You took my love and now you're gone. Since I fell for you, life brings such misery and pain. I know I'll never be the same since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. First you loved me, then you snubbed me. What can I do? I'm still in love with you. I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. First you loved me, then you snubbed me. What can I do? I'm still in love with you. Oh, I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. Since I fell for you. Thank you. I wrote
Nice.
that.
Nice that you wrote that, yeah.
Yeah,
That's one of my lines, Michael, right?
What our friends used to say, stop stealing my lines, you got enough on your face already.
Oh.
Well, that's a stolen line. We stole from everybody.
Michael's got a million of them, right?
Well, unfortunately, yes.
And we do. This is the stuff you pick up over the years of doing piano bars way too long as we have.
Well, and what's funny is it's nice. I rarely do a lot of those type of songs. Well, I have another show. I do a show on Sunday nights. I open for you, as a matter of fact. On Sundays at 7, I have a show called Open Mac, and we do a lot of the crazy stuff, a lot of the Broadway. So what I'm excited about is joining you all and joining the virtual piano bar family on Thursday nights, because in my own show, when I kind of do it, I'll sort of pay attention to, we don't really take requests. I'm like, I'm too old. I can't even see who's, oh, hi, everybody. So I look at that so I don't know during the show. For Thursday nights, starting in November, I'll be Thursdays at 8 o'clock, and I will take requests. If I know them, I'll play them. If I don't know them, I'll fake it. And if I can't fake it, then we'll just drink and talk about it. So either way, we're covered.
Thanks, Michael. All right, thanks, Michael. Good luck. I'll see you there on your show. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for joining us tonight and coming in. Actually, before I go any further, I do want to wish a couple people happy birthday tonight. We have 3 people that watch the show celebrating birthdays today, and 2 of them are celebrating really big birthdays, milestones. Let's just call it at that. When we'll call it big, we'll call it milestone. I want to say happy birthday to my friend Vicki Morrison. I know it's your birthday today, and there's a connection with Vicky and Valerie and I because of the Atlantic City and the Miss America stuff. And I'm glad you're with us tonight. I saw that you're out there. And Liz Battalia's got a birthday tonight, and Bill Souter. All big birthdays. So happy birthday. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all of you. Happy birthday to
you. And many more. Thank you for joining us tonight. Michael, you going to sing something too?
Oh, again, sure.
Yeah, it's your This is your real song. That was just the opening thing. I mean, that wasn't just the opening thing, but I had a thing. I had to have. I wanted some of that in the 50's show. So, anyway. So now you're back.
Out of the broadcast studio because my iPad was like.
Did it die? Oh, okay.
It's coming back. You're coming back online.
Well, I'll say hi to some people while you're doing that. Let me say hi to Frank and Robin and Pat Fortunato and Lorelei and Gerard and Heather and Jane McNeil and Jeff Taken. Oh, there you go. And Rick and Ron Hunter and Jennifer Orr and Kathy Liebers, Penny, Katz, TJ, David Tapp, Patty Leone, my cousin Patty in Florida, Warren Shine, Chris Ehrlich, Patrick Carney, Fred White, Ed McLaughlin's down there from the South, Jonathan Waterfield, hey, Janet Wright, Carol Gladstone, Marjorie, Sharon Sweeney, Michelle Mercado, yay! We love Michelle, don't we, Jonathan? John Richardson. We do love Michelle. Michelle Mercado started at the Virtual Piano Bar fan page. Please check it out, find it, like it, and because it's gonna get really cool in there as we start adding stuff. All my sisters, Eileen and Kathleen and Marianne and Maurice and Rick and Betsy and Dennis and Sandy, I miss you both. And Michael Aneloff and Ben
And that's
Lee.
just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we try to spot everybody who's out there, but sometimes we just can't.
There's so many. I'm sorry for all the people if I ever miss you. It's not that I did anything intentionally. It's just that I can't.
We really do.
I can't. If I miss, I'm always
It's a lot
afraid.
to squeeze into 16 minutes, right? Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's 90 names, and I'm afraid I'm going to miss one. So.
We love you all.
But I do love everybody. Thank you I really appreciate you being here. And it really, I mean, more than you know. Trust me.
Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with a mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you? Or that Mona Lisa's strangeness in your style? Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa.
Nice, Michael.
Thanks, guys.
That was, of course, a song that was made famous by Nat King Cole, another leading artist of the 50s. Nat King Cole, right? What an amazing everything he did. I mean, Unforgettable, When I Fall in Love.
Another one who did a million albums. I don't know how many, and his career was shortened obviously by cancer. But
such a great artist, and he's one of the. Yeah, both him and his daughter Natalie Cole. I would say there's a handful of people that the sibling was equally as great on their own as their father. Natalie Cole was one. It was just what a great, talented father and daughter. So, but I have to say, when I was thinking of that song earlier today, I have a lot of songs that while I'm playing them and you're thinking romance, I'm thinking of something totally hysterical. And I used to play that song. I'm not mentioning the places I worked because maybe the people are out there watching. But a man that used to come in to where I played with his date, he was dating a woman named Mona Lisa. That was really her name, Mona Lisa. And she was probably, based on her age, she was probably named after the song. Just saying. But anyway, so every time they'd walk in the room, I'd go. I would play that song, which was always good for a $5 tip back in the day, which was a good, thing. Speaking of which, by the way, the Venmo and PayPal tip jar is very appreciated. So whatever you contribute helps us support the show and keep the show going. And we do have overhead and expenses and to eat. So thank you very much for that. But anyway, so I would play that song. So, and I always, it was, I was like the king for playing that when they walk in because I didn't, made her feel important. And one night he walked in and I'm getting this. She looked just like Mona Lisa, but it wasn't Mona Lisa. And then I noticed that every woman he dated after that looked just like her. So and my reaction, as soon as they walk in, I went to go, oh, don't. I kept almost playing that song because it was just what you do, I mean, if you have clients, the customers that their favorite song, you want to play it. You just want to, I mean, it's not a cheap thing. It's just it's a sincere thing. I mean, you love to see the look on their face when their favorite song is played. I love it. I love when I'm going in somewhere and somebody knows what my songs are and they play it. We all love it.
What's your song?
What's my song? Well, everybody knows Dream a Little Dream of Me was my first favorite song, and Unexpected Song.
Yeah, but I mean, when you walk into a room, that's what you want to
play.
play.
Nobody plays that when I walk in. Because I'm always working. No, but I mean, occasionally. But I don't walk in anywhere when they play.
Yeah, I know you have some favorite songs.
Anyway, hi, Rhoda. I'm not sure if I saw you out there earlier, and Janet Wright, and David, and Shelley, and Bruce is going to be on the show, so... I'm not going to mention Bruce. He's coming up. So our next performer is from New Hope, Pennsylvania. You've seen her once on the show before, and you didn't forget her because she brought a friend with her, a cutout Bob. But she is back tonight, and I love the song that she's doing. You're going to love it. You're going to be singing along as well. Please welcome Linda Walsh.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're all having a good evening so far. Tonight, I'm going to be singing a song from a 1956 film called The Man Who Knew Too Much. And it's a very great suspense movie from Alfred Hitchcock. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend it. And this song actually won the Academy Award that year for Best Original Song. And it plays a pivotal part in the movie. So I hope you'll go see that. Doris Day, what can I tell you? I love the woman. She's from my hometown of Cincinnati. So we all grew up kind of following her career. She had a lot of tragedy happen in her life, starting actually at the age of 13, when her dreams of becoming a famous dancer were kind of smashed when a train hit her when she was in a car, and it totally shattered her right leg, and she was in and out of wheelchairs and casts and crutches for almost 2 years. But that also bounced her right into taking singing lessons, and I think that was a wise move. So anyway, that's how it all started. And there's much, much more of her life. But she was a sunny, sunny person. And I think that shows a lot through this song, too. All right? I hope you enjoy it. Goodbye. Oh, one more thing. You need to see this. My friend sent me this signed autographed picture of Doris Day, one of my prized possessions. Some people say I'm obsessed. What do you think? let's go to the song. Bye, Doris. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Oh, damn.
I fell for that, Linda. I went, all of a sudden I said to Michael, I said, her husband looks so much like George Clooney.
I'm like,
He
it
said,
is George Clooney.
I think you're obsessed with George Clooney.
And Doris Day.
And Doris Day.
But, you know, I left, she said, oh, you can cut my intro. And I thought, no, let's leave it in. You know, we are talking about doing a Doris Day show because there's so much
we
great.
might do a Doris Day
But
show.
if we do,
we'll
and like, we'll just bring Linda back to do something else Doris Day and she could keep obsessing.
You can keep obsessing,
Yeah.
Linda. There's a lot of Doris Day to go around, too.
Lots of, she was really prolific.
And we've got 2021 coming up. We have a lot of shows.
Got a lot of shows to
theme
fill.
notes we haven't
Yeah.
picked yet. We only picked a few themes so far. Which reminds me again, next Wednesday is Rat Pack, which is, like I said, mostly Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and Sammy Davis Jr. There were other people known as in the Rat Pack, but they weren't singers that I know of, except
Like
for
Peter
Liza
Lawford
Minnelli.
didn't sing.
Huh?
Peter Lawford didn't sing.
I don't think Joey Bishop sang either, did he?
Oh, Angie Dickinson didn't sing either.
And Angie Dickinson didn't sing.
But I do think you should have a blonde in the show.
So basically, next Wednesday I should subtitle it "Boys' Night Out" because it's basically all, I think it's all men. I think it's all men.
I think we should get a token blonde though, to be like for Angie. We'll
I've
talk.
got more people in the show than I know what to do with, but I'll find a token blonde.
I think it's token blonde, and then all the rest men.
We'll figure something out, and then we have a really fun Halloween show on the Wednesday after that. Great songs for that. It's going to be hysterical.
If there are singers out there, they want to get involved, drop Bob a line.
Yeah, listen, if you want to sing and be on the show, just let me know. I mean,
we're sort of not chasing people down because it's.
I'm not chasing.
Yeah.
I get so many people asking me that I don't have time.
Yeah,
to go out
people are
and
like, "Why didn't you ask me?" Because just ask us. Just ask us.
I don't. Just let me know. There you go. So anyway, our last singer of the night. Before I bring up our last singer of the night, I do want to thank John Richardson, who's running the show tonight, who started the Virtual Piano Bar Network, and was so kind enough to ask me to join with them back in the spring. And John has a show. I believe he's still on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays at 5 and Saturdays at 9, I think. David Mayoko is coming back this coming Sunday. David Mayoko is like the best Liberace there is around. And he's coming on with us this Sunday. So you don't want to miss Sunday night. He promises me he will be here. And Joe Regan, 6 o'clock on Friday.
Is he going to do his full like Liberace thing?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
No,
wait till you see.
I
folks.
love David Mayoko, but I really
wait till you see, folks. It's uncanny.
No, this is not me. This is Liberace.
Yeah, and he's on 7 o'clock, right before you on Sunday.
Is Liberace.
And then I'm on tomorrow at 6:30.
At 6:30. Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Good to see you, John. So anyway, thank Jonathan Hawkins and also Heather Lundstedt, who makes the great graphics and is also running our show from London often, which is funny because when we get done, it's like 2 a.m. there, and she's like, "Great show. Good night." Love her. I don't know how you do it. Anyway, so I can't imagine a 50 show without this song. My right hand is still resting from playing this song. Please welcome Big Bad Bruce.
Hello, baby. Yeah, this is Big Bad Bruce speaking. Oh, you sweet thing. Do I what? Will I what? Oh, baby, you know what I like. Chantilly lace, a pretty face, ponytail hanging down, wiggle in a walk, giggle in a talk. Makes the world go round. Nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl that make me act so funny. Spend my money, I feel real loose like a long-necked goose, like a oh baby, that's what I like. What's that, baby? But, oh, honey. But, oh, baby, you know what I like. Chantilly lace and a pretty face, ponytail hanging down, a wiggle and a walk and a giggle and a talk. Make the world go round. Ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl. Make me act so funny. Spend my money. I feel real loose like a long-necked goose. Like a, oh baby, that's what I like. What's that, honey? Pick you up at 8 and don't be late. Oh, but baby, I ain't got no money, honey. All right now, you know what I like. Chantilly lace, pretty face, a ponytail just a hanging down, a wiggle and a walk and a giggle and a talk. Make the world go round, round, round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl. Make me act so funny, spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose, like a, oh baby, that's what I like. I'll see you later.
Big Bad Bruce at his best. Bruce, that was great. I love that. My hand, like, I don't know how they all did that back in the 50s. It was a lot and it never stopped. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our celebration of the 50s. Again, this is I'm sure we'll do a 50s again after the new year. And we'll do an 80s and a 70s and a 60s because I love these theme shows. And that was John Richardson's idea to do that on Wednesday nights. Great idea, John.
Hey, John.
Anyway, thank you all. Have a great week. I'll see you on Sunday. We have some new singers on Sunday night as well. And some of your favorites as well. So thank you all. I love you guys for being here with us. And have a great night. Be safe.